This program is called Rumi, Hafiz and Friends. I started reading Hafiz, not knowing of his background. It kind of pulled me towards more ecstatic poetry and ecstatic expressions of living. I didn't need an intellectual understanding because I just knew there was a love there. Hafiz being an oracle used for divination by people as diverse as the beggars of Iran, of Persia, and Queen Victoria. He was of the 14th century, Rumi was of the 13th century. And Hafiz is still the supreme artist within the art form which is supreme in Persia, in primarily Iran today, and that is poetry. Poetry in Iran, everyone uses it. From our point of view, our experience in the Western world and North American culture, this is just too bizarre. They talk about Hafiz, Rumi, Sadi, the greats, and they will talk about a verse, a line, maybe for an hour. This is not Persian Islamic culture. This is universal.
Amazing event. The food is amazing.
Well, it's just a complete experience. It's a total immersion in music, in the tactile, the carpets, the food, and now we're going to hear some Rumi poetry. You know, it's really a divine event. We're so lucky. We're so lucky.
It's spectacular. Bluerock is always a place to come.
I love that everything is so tactile, colors, textures, food.
It's wonderful. Loving it. They have so many beautiful spices. And it's like the carpet. It's all so intricate.
So this is one of the very old design. For the best of protection, you're using goat hair instead of the wool or silk. Some other colors, exactly. And also you can use this piece. This is the flag. This is the flag. This is the flag. And this is the fourth time. So they put all the motifs on the rugs because of their hearts. So you cannot have this piece, this intricate piece like this, without the pattern. And also very thick. So you can just see. I'm studying these for about 12 years. One of the very good tribe in the Baluch area called Salar Khani is doing this piece. That's a color of the wool. And also the border is very, very intricate. Anatolian kilim was the first kilim and first techniques of the kilim that I'm showing you now. Yeah. So this is a kilim from Sene. Nobody in the world, they are doing like these techniques.
To see the actual, real, authentic Persian rugs that are so incredibly beautiful and all the history behind them, it's given me an appreciation I never had before.
Well, the carpets, the incredible technique of the weaving is really quite astounding. His display pieces, intricate knotting and the pattern work, and that they could get it so seamlessly and all done with natural colors. Beautiful work.
I absolutely love Persian carpets and learning about the different areas they come from and the different styles and the meaning and the history was just wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
I know the way you can get. I know the way you can get when you have not had a drink of love. Your face hardens, your sweet muscles cramp, children become concerned about the strange look that appears in your eyes, which even begins to worry your own mirror and nose. Squirrels and birds sense your sadness and call an important conference in a tall tree to decide which secret code to chant to help your mind and soul. Even angels fear that brand of madness that arrays itself against the world and throws sharp stones and spears into the innocent and into oneself. Oh, I know the way you can get if you've not been drinking love. You might rip apart every sentence your friends and teachers say, looking for hidden clauses. You might weigh every word on a scale like a fish.
This is one of the real gems of living in a small town, that we can gather among friends with a little glass of wine and enjoy beautiful art and listen to spoken word poetry. What is poetry except it's spoken word art? And so to have someone like Bob Chelmick, who we all listen to on our radios on CKUA, and now here he is in person.
Oh, I think it's really neat. Pictures, of course, I love seeing everything else in the books and everything. I think it's absolutely a great night.
The energy here is beautiful. It's all about love.
This event came about, I think, because you all wanted it. And Ali Tork and I just tuned into that. And here you all are. So thank you. I've been long a lover of Hafiz and Rumi poetry. So the day that Ali walked in with Persian carpets and a recommendation from a dear friend, I thought, but it's not local. But then I looked at the carpets and went, oh my God, they make me weep with their beauty, and I've never experienced that. And when he found out that we sold this book in the gallery, I think he was kind of blown away. To find a fellow Hafiz lover in Black Diamond, Alberta. And so we closed the shop and locked the door, and he brought a carpet in, and we actually sat on the floor over there and dreamed up this event. After that day, all I can tell you is the unfoldings were just miraculous. Part of my nourishment, my daily vitamins, is listening to the road home and Bob Chelmick reading poetry, which so often is a Hafiz or Rumi, and I believe that that's a huge gift to the world. And I believe we need to be doing more of that, and that's partly how I think this event has come together. And so I'm just grateful to all of you for showing your enthusiasm. You're here because you were called to this sacred moment where we're all sharing love in this beautiful room with these works of art everywhere.
And her dream has always been to blend the word with the image, the symbol with the shape. And this gallery stands very much at the center of the realization of that dream. And I consider Alberta very lucky to have this gallery right here. So thank you very much, Karen. When the Booksellers Street in Baghdad, Mutanabbi, was destroyed by a car bomb, he vowed that the fight against the war on literature and all that was dignified and human would not stop. And he founded this project, Mutanabbi Street Starts Here, with two particular aims. One was this anthology of poetry. The other was a series of broadsides. Artists came from all over the world who felt the blow to us all when Mutanabbi Street was destroyed, contributed these broadsides, the physical objects with sometimes images from various poems that were in the book, sometimes whole poems, to commemorate the 158 casualties of the destruction of Mutanabbi Street, but it has since grown to well over 200, and it continues to grow. The poem that is on this broadside. And you'll see that on this side is the English poem, which I'll read. On this side is this poem translated into Arabic by my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Antoine Sassine.
منزل في شارع المتنبي. أنا كلمة.
I am a word. I am a word in Arabic, in English, and in Farsi. I am a word in Kurdish and German and Hebrew and French. I am a word in the mouths of prophets and hawkers. I will get you tea. I will bring you joy and to tears. I am a word in a book. I lie open to the sun that reads me over the shoulder. of someone looking to buy. I am the imagination of the enemy come home to its enemy's understanding, because the leap from enemy to friend is as swift and sure as the journey from paper to eye. I am loved. I am reviled. I am feared. I am myself, and I am you. When the book opens, you can hear me sigh in pleasure at the touch of your mind. When the bombs go off, I am scattered from all that I have known, and the wind and ashes take me. You might think I disappeared, but I do not. The fires die down, my place in the house, on the street, in the rebuilt cafes remains. I am memory and the stuff of memory. I survive the past because I am always the present. I survive death because I am the future. I survive hatred because I am love. Build me a home, and I will return and be heard. And when you see me filling the page again, you will know I never abandoned you.
أنني لم أتخلى أبدا عنك.